Hello everyone, welcome back. So, I wanted to do a simple little look. I had some time to myself, so I'm going to be using the Smoke and Mirrors Ice Queen palettes. I haven't used this one in a while because in a lot of my last makeup videos I used the same shadow, and so I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. This is a 20 color palette. I want to say Target, maybe Marshalls. It has a nice magnetic mirror, and these colors I thought are just gorgeous for any season, any look. And I'm going to focus on this purple, these two, this for the brow bone, and maybe a little shimmer. So I thought that'd be a good look. I have my sharpener with me because I think I need to sharpen some stuff. Get started. Brows. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving for my American friends, and I make a dessert every year that I've grown up eating. My grandmother would make every year. It's essentially one of those marshmallow fruit salads, but everybody puts their own. Everybody, puts something different, has their own recipe for it. But I think with what she put in it, she, I guess, ultimately renamed it because I didn't even know it for. I guess another name for it is ambrosia, but what she puts in it, I think, you have to make it a day before to let everything set. So I grew up with it just being called 24-hour salad, and I didn't know it for any other name. So I think I'm the only one in the family that still makes it. I mean, I've grown up eating this since I was little, But as I've tried to eat healthier, I kind of got tired of it last year. And even I've started making slight variations of it. Just kind of depending on what I want more, like if I want it to be more creamy, more marshmallow, not as much fruit. My cat's coming out. So this year I bought 3 bags of marshmallows, and I got way more coconut than I wanted to, but that's okay. I'm having to keep everything in the pantry all covered because we're getting those little pantry bugs that come in. Sometimes the food that you bring, the rice and stuff that you bring from the store, can come in there. So I just went out and bought a bunch of containers to put stuff in that have good sealed lids. I think I'm gonna get some more, even pasta boxes, anything like rice, pasta, instant potatoes, stuff like that. It's what attracts them. So I got containers, and it's all clean now. You just wipe the counters down with vinegar, and it goes away. But just to make sure they don't come back, I just got containers and put everything in. So I got way too much coconut. No, I had to throw away my bag of coconut last time because they were in there. It's such an incredible waste of food. So it just, they just smell it and they get in there, or it could be in from the, it could come in the bag of rice you buy. It could be from the store. But it's all fine now, but I just want to make sure they don't get back, so I just got a bunch of containers to put stuff in. So from what I was telling you last time when I did the video, if you saw it, where I colored my eyebrows with that powder dye, and I told you that I used the minoxidil and the castor oil on my brows, and I thought that this area was really hard for me to do because it looked like it was darker. It would appear darker because I think that's where hair is growing. So now that I don't have anything on my brows, you can see what I mean by that. So do you see here? It's just like normal. Do you see there? That's like a little thicker. That. Do you see how it's thicker? Longer? Than that? So it's growing. So I think I'm going to redo the way I do them. Focus it more on here. And then just don't put so much there because it naturally gets darker looking because there's more hair. So, so for now I'm going to use this pencil, which I haven't done a pencil in a long time. I usually like to use this brush. But I'm just going to focus the pencil on everywhere but there. Everywhere but here from the beginning. I think I'm just going to see how I don't really even need it here. I think there's sections where I don't really need to put as much because it's growing, so it's working. So this area right here, there's no hair. Or very faint. There is, but it's like super faint. And then yet you see right next to it is like thicker. So it's always so hard for me to like pencil it in or do something with it. But I'm going to try and do like, I just sharpened it, so I said I think some things need to be sharpened. I'm going to do a small pencil, super faint, and I'm going to stop right there. And so I see that I don't have to fill in right there because it's already pretty thick. And then right here, I'm just going to do a little super gently and stop right there. So if I do that, this area doesn't look so silly. There you go, look at that. And I barely need to put anything. And then I'll just continue right here. Continue down here. Do a little right here. Not a lot there either. I'm just gonna continue. And that's it. So I really don't need to put much because it's kind of uneven on like some areas have more hair than others, but and then I'm going to use this one to kind of brush it very lightly. Because I found if I brush too much here, the crayon or whatever, the eyeshadow or whatever I use to fill it in just wipes away. So that it becomes a mess to try and fix. But I think if I put it very faintly like this, it's very nice. See? Okay, so on the brow bone, I'm just going to. Where are you? Okay. Dab it, put it around. So, are you you traveling for Thanksgiving? Are you staying home and just having the people that live with you? Are you going to visit anybody? Are those friends celebrating? What are you doing? Me, I'm staying home, celebrating with those that live with me, and that's it. Because after a while it gets to be too crazy. Then I think I'll go in with this. I love this pink, dark pink, rosy color. And then I'm gonna put this over it. I just got done. Maybe I'll add some more. I just got done using this creamy kind of shade. These colors are so pretty. And I'm gonna use that dusty mauve because it's kind of rosy, dark pink color. I'm just gonna pat it on instead of brushing it on in the beginning. I'm gonna do the same thing here, patting it so it already kind of looks buffed out from the beginning. What movies have you been watching? Holiday movies. I've been watching I've seen this before many times growing up, but the John Candy and Steve Martin movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, I watched a lot growing up. I love his movies, love John Candy's movies. And I grew up with all the movies that he was in. So I watched that. It is free right now. Okay, I'm using this purple shade now and just dusting it around. It is free right now on the Pluto TV app. There's a lot of good holiday movies on there right now. Like so many channels. They redid a lot of the channels I saw. There's like 5 channels dedicated to Christmas movies. But which is great. I love a Hallmark Christmas movie. There's this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put this tan kind of color. I'm gonna put it right here on top of that cream. And buff that out a little bit so it doesn't look so crazy. So yeah. A little bit of a darker brown in there. I think for the eyeliner this time, I'm going to go back to using this black one. I'm going to sharpen it. And I haven't used this in a long time because I would use I was using this one for a long time. Or I was using I guess an eyeshadow and then using this to buff it out. But I'm going to use my old pencil. But I'm going to focus on the waterline and just kind of put a very little amount. Because it tends to look very hard if I put it very heavy. But I'm not going to put it heavy, I'm going to put it really light. This right here is pretty kind of heavy, so I'm just going to use this one and kind of buff it out up here, and then bring it in there. Looks like too much. Put a little up there, kind of drag the rest up there. So it's super simple, but I'm just buffing everything else. That looks good when I do it like that. It doesn't look too bold or too hard. Look. And then I'll use actually just my same mascara that I've been using, the Essence, the fake. I've been using a Maybelline one a lot, but I'm just going to use this a lot now. And I do like it. This was in black. And I got this at Five Below, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna look into it. I don't know if it's this mascara or the way I've been doing my eyeliner with the brow, like eyeliner with the powder, or this thing, crayon. But for some reason, when I go outside, my eyes water so much, and I wonder if it's this mascara or eyeliner or something I'm doing all of a sudden is making me tear up so fast. And I might want to try a different mascara to see if it might be that. And I haven't gotten it that before, so maybe just not put so much on the bottom. I'm not going outside. Staying in after this. Well, so I washed the bowl. I decided on the bowl that I'm going to put the dessert in. So, like I said earlier, you have to start it 24 hours before you intend on eating it, so it's set in the fridge. So, like, if I wanted to eat it by, I don't know, 8 p.m., so I don't really have to make it technically until 8 p.m. like today, but to let it really set, because I chose a big glass bowl. Before I would have it in a big rectangle Tupperware, which is fine too. Growing up, I think my mom had it in a kind of like a metal kind of bowl. I don't know what it was, but anyway, maybe I should ask for it so I can have a bowl to put it in. But and so I want to actually let it set a little more. So I'm gonna make it even earlier. So like when I barely put anything, it looks so much better than when I have more thick or dark, and it just looks weird. I'm talking about my brows. It's really nice when I barely put anything, and then I can just add on, because it becomes such a disaster when I mess up this area, and then I have to redo it, and it looks really bad. This is actually really nice. Okay. Lips, I'm just going to do the pink that I've been doing. This is also from Five Below, and this is just the Wet n Wild Pretty Pink 504A Pink Ice. This is the Wet n Wild. I got it by Flow. I think it's such an 80s Barbie thing. And then if I wanted to put a little gloss on it, which I will, because I got it by Flow as well. This is the Beyond a Pout gloss. Actually, maybe Walgreens. I'm not sure where I got it. This Beyond a Pout oil primer. I was just looking for a clear gloss just because I had so many lipsticks and the only glosses that I had were already colored. So I wanted just a clear one, something that I could just put on top of a, like I'm doing now, a lipstick, without putting on a gloss that already had color because I didn't want to change the color of it. So I just wanted a clear gloss. So this is nice. Oh, this is really nice. I added a brown on top of that, the purple shade, and this looks nice. And I don't put any foundation or anything. But it would look even better if I were to put on it just more finished look. But either way. So this is just a quick little look I chose, and I might do this look tomorrow. Very pretty. And then what I like about this, it also has, I think they're just supposed to be bronzers, but they're so shimmery. So I actually just use them as eyeshadows. So like if I put in that white one, I can just dab it and it just does a nice little glow. Sometimes, and what I just did today was when you saw me put this on, I was just using this pink one. I use all of them and just kind of dust around. Show up that color. But here in the sun right here, you can see the brown one. I put that white on it, and it looks really nice. And there's so many glittery shades. I should try that purple. I love this palette because there's so many, a good combination of matte shades. So these are matte, this is a glittery, this is a mixed, this is a kind of a shimmery, very dark. Shimmery, matte, 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 shimmer, shimmer, matte. So I think it's a good combination of all different things. And then you have these top ones too. You can use them as like a bronzer or highlighter, whatever people use that I have no knowledge of. I just use them as to put on top of the eyeshadow. And it's a nice big mirror. So I really love it. Go out and find this one. I love it. So that's pretty much it. I like it. Very pretty. Okay. If I wanted to put, ooh, it's working now. The twist part wasn't working for the longest time on these multi-sticks. I got one in blue. Look at this gorgeous blue. And I got one in this pretty chocolate brown. I'll show you the blue. And then I'll show you the brown. But look. I'm shocked that it's coming out. I think the plastic was on it over this part, the packaging plastic, and it was stopping me from being able to turn it because I was about to throw this one away because, well, I probably wasn't, but because I was like, this is not turning anymore. But what I was actually doing is using one of these and just kind of slightly wetting it and just like brushing it on and doing it wherever I want to do it. So that works too. But this blue is calling my name. And I think with this pretty icy pink lip, and I love the way the eyes kind of look like 80s too. Just with the dusty, rosy color, I'm gonna do the blue eyeliner. Using, maybe I was turning it the wrong way, that's why. So I would just take the same brush that I use for my eyeliner, then I'll just dab it on. Should I dab it more on there? I'm trying to get rid of it now. Next time, because you can't really see it because I read with the black on, but next time I'm gonna actually do this shadow, this palette again. Probably slight colors, but a little more bold. Like I could put the dusty color, the dusty rose, or the purple, like up more into the brow bone, like they used to do it, and use this blue, beautiful electric blue, on the eyes. I love the 80s look. Like it's just a super natural eyeliner look with the blue. Not the crazy way that people think people did it, but just the everyday, natural, pretty, like blue eyeliner. I'm gonna do that next. Simple 80s everyday look. Next, tomorrow, tonight, I don't know. Okay, just a thought. Gotta find the cover for it. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. And I hope all of you are having a wonderful time. Staying safe and happy and all that stuff. And those of you that's my American friends celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, safe holidays, and if you're traveling, bless you. I'm contemplating traveling for Christmas to my parents' house because I haven't been there in 3 years. Just because I was gonna go. The last time I was there was when Kobe Bryant died, and then the pandemic started. It was like just starting. That's the last time I was there, so I haven't been there in several years. I've seen them, they've been here, but I just haven't been there. So I want to go because I want to get, I have my pool stick, a couple billiards pool sticks. I have, so probably some jewelry, some books. But I mean, I've gone this long without them. I think I don't really need them, but whatever. I wanted to start and try and play pool again, and I just have a couple sticks. Anywho, I just want to go for them. Anyway. But anyway, I was saying it was supposed to be for Christmas, but I'm contemplating going because it's going to be so crazy. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'll let you guys go. I'll come back soon with another makeup video. And everyone have a wonderful